Okay, we just watched the video by Cameron Russell where she talked about, or she titled her video, "Looks Aren't Everything. Believe Me, I'm a Model." So I want to talk about it. What'd you think? What's your takeaway?
She had some courage to get up there and do that.
It did take courage.
Because I don't know that I would be able to do that. To get up there and say that she's benefiting from stuff that she sees that's wrong, she wants to try to fix.
By the imagings where you don't see looking at a person how they dress or all like just based on their personality or their image and all.
What'd you think? You got strong opinions. What'd you think about the video?
What?
What was your opinion of the video?
She was saying the truth of how we see other people just by their dress.
Okay.
So their attire.
Like a stereotype
Mm-hmm.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And what she said about the men in the New York. How most likely it would be black and Latin American or Latino.
Latinos.
That would be
And she said
stopped.
she said it wasn't if I get stopped, it's how many times am I going to get stopped.
That number was startling, wasn't it?
But it's like that all over the place. I mean, because I've been stopped before. And the first thing they say is, "Can I have your ID?" Like trying to say, "Do you even have an ID?"
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all
I mean-
ain't legal.
No
Also, how
No offense. I'm just being.
It's, I mean, it's
No
that's how
offense.
it's seen. That's,
I'm being honest.
Okay.
That's why.
But it's another image thing.
How does that make you feel, though, when Sam says a lot of y'all ain't legal?
like I'm in that bunch, but I was born here, so I have the same rights.
But now, does it bother you when Sam says it?
No, because it's Sam.
Okay.
No,
it's-
because she know
But
I
But
don't
if
like
somebody
Migos.
else said it,
It does bother me when, like, a police officer is talking down to me
Yeah.
and doesn't see me as an equal,
okay.
but because I'm Hispanic, sees me as something lower. So
Okay.
I shouldn't receive the same attention as a white person.
What about you, Kelly? What'd you think?
Well, I have to agree with Lena, especially with the Hispanic and the African American side. We do get looked at as, and I'm just gonna throw it out there like,
This is a conversation.
Okay.
We're starting for Partners in Learning to truly be culturally competent. We have to have conversations. We have to open up to conversations and learn from each other. So throw it out there.
But y'all do judge a person
That's
by the
what-
way they look, Miss Norma.
I was gonna say that.
We all have
we
biases.
all have. We do.
absolutely do.
We do.
And I can understand because appearance is everything. Working in this
Right.
field, you have to look a certain. When
Right.
working with kids, your appearance need to look, a certain way.
But then you have to think about the what ifs. What if she can't afford a pair of pants?
Absolutely.
What if, there's a bunch of what ifs.
Right.
But that's not what comes to your head first when you look at somebody. You start thinking about, oh, she should have brushed her hair. Oh, she didn't even do her hair today. Like me, I just put it up.
One of my church friends posted on Facebook yesterday a picture of a woman in line at Food Line in pajama bottoms. And she said, "Oh, I didn't know it was wear your pajamas shopping day."
Everybody does it at Walmart.
And that really bothered me.
Why did that bother you, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did that bother you?
Because many of our families bring their children in pajamas. And they don't know better. They can't do better. For whatever reason, but they're still people. And I just felt that really... But that didn't bother you?
No, but what if they was having pajama day at
Didn't?
school? Because one guy,
Interesting.
when I went to the store, look at me and say, "Oh, you got on your pajama?" Yes, it's pajama day at my school, and I'm the
happened to
teacher.
me.
Yes, that's why I have my pajamas on.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, if you don't know, just don't assume.
I did get some looks that day too.
Yeah,
when I
I
did pajama day.
But
And
see, I
I
have a
totally
parent.
forgot that I was wearing my pajama bottoms.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all might get mad at me, but I'm the type. you never went out in pajamas. You never went. I was taught that way. You never went out with the rollers in your hair. You know, looking any kind of way. I mean, my mom always said, "You represent your house when you go out." So therefore, you know, you might see people.
But
people
what if
who
you're
know
going
you and
somewhere
stuff.
where nobody knows you and you just don't care what people care, what people think?
But that's your image.
Yeah.
Like that's how you feel.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
It-
I've
it's-
gone to Walmart with a plastic bag around my head
Whoa!
with dye,
Oh.
but I had my hoodie on.
Wow.
In my hometown Walmart.
Oh
And I
wow.
Yeah,
did
you
push
can do
it.
that. Yeah.
I did do that.
And does that make her a less person?
I
No.
called it before I got married.
It makes her. She's wanting to improve her image, and so she's working at it, but she doesn't mind if people see her at her lowest.
So she's
too.
feeling comfortable with it. I mean, that's just how she is.
Yeah.
But you
And I saw some of the videos where she was talking about how teenagers start not liking themselves because they're seeing what the image of the model being slim and pretty, and you know, girls likes to be pretty, so they get modest boys.
It's
and
not
so that's
just
how-
girls.
Yeah, when the boys.
Yeah.
Because Marco just started 6th grade this year, and he gets home and, oh, I can't eat too much. I don't want to get fat.
Wow.
So
I
it's,
have a
I
fourth
mean,
grader. doing
boys.
that.
Mm-hmm. My
Louise already has that mentality where he's 9 and he's, I don't want to get fat.
Yeah.
My
That's
baby,
exactly what
she
it's
does
I have
that
to do
all the
exercise.
time.
I
You know,
don't
when you're at home, you're in the comfort of your own house. You know, you want to put on the little shorts with the little. Mama, you see that? Why you got all them lines on you? You know, those are too small. Kayla, move. Mama, are you gonna go put clothes? You know, that hurts my feelings. And I know, you know, but I'm at home. I want to be, you know,
Comfortable.
I'm comfortable. I thought I was cute, and she just, Mama, you need to go put clothes on. I could see your cheek. I could see, you know. I'm like, Mom, but she didn't say cheek, but you know, it really had hurt my feeling. She was like, "You big? Are you pregnant? Why your stomach so big? Have 2 kids, and then you tell me." You know, it was just question after question after question, and I'm like, Kayla, you really hurt. I said, you really hurt my feeling. We had to sit down that night, and I was like, you hurt Mommy feeling. You calling me fat. She was like, well, Mommy, you really need to lose some weight. You eat entirely too much
So it's
at
all
dinner.
about
But where did she learn
It's-
that
it's-
image from?
It's all about the image, though.
From Amanda. She be in the room by Mama with the little dumbbells. Mama, Mama, come on, let's do some squats. Move, go to your room. Mama, you need to get off the chair. You always complaining about, you know, and I'm like, really? She's 5. She's 5.
Yeah.
From Amanda.
Let's see what Shelley thinks about the video. You haven't said much.
I haven't. No, what hit me was the girls, 13, because I have a 9-year-old that's constantly complaining about the way she looks and that she's fat and that so-and-so's thinner than she is. So I'm just thinking, we're doing this at 9, what are we going to be doing at 13?
13, right?
Yeah, but I thought it was amazing that it went from like 13 to 14 to like 50% to like 2 years
2
later.
years, yeah.
It's like almost
Almost all of
100%.
Doubles, yeah. But I
Almost
think
all
the
of 'em.
school needs to start showing them these kind of videos to see that the real image is not, you know, just the way how you look, but it has to be the beauty inside, not just the outside.
Some of the
But
schools, some of the schools just push like, oh, cardiovascular, this is what
Yeah.
you gotta do, or let's like where my kids go, they do Mighty Milers, and so
Yeah, mine.
Louise gets motivated. Oh, I want to be at the top, so the more they run, they get motivated. But it's, I mean, they gotta talk about the nutrition, they gotta talk about everything else, and have a balance. So.
But they need to. Some of them kids are obese. I went to Kayla classroom. That little boy looked like he should have been in the 5th grade.
Was 86%
That
of kids
goes
are
back.
obese.
That goes back to how you see people. They might have parents that don't cook for them. They might have. I mean, it's all the what ifs.
Yeah.
And
I can tell you from personal
I can
issues.
say, I used to be that type of parent because my kids were small and they were not picky. I was not married. I didn't have to cook for nobody.
Well, not
So-
just that.
It's, hey, you want some chicken nuggets?
Right. But
Now
not
you want
just
some mac and
that. I
cheese?
mean, if you think about it, all the health foods, majority of health foods are very, very expensive. And nowadays, since, you know, the economy like it is, they're just saying, well, let me go get the 99-cent hot dogs. Or let me go get the 99-cent bologna. You know, that's going to be something quick, you know, that they can eat and, you know, can hold for a little bit. You know, the 69-cent macaroni and cheese, you know. 'Cause, I mean, that's how I
So
look at it.
if we take it back to the video, image of what our bodies look like as a result of, and we know the research shows that children in poverty are the most overweight. And so, what is that saying? You know, what positions that put them in? We have Qua, today's Qua, right? Today's Qua's first day as Qua, as an intern here from Livingstone. So tell us what you thought about the video, Qua. Not like putting you on the spot your first day, is it?
No, it's fine. I really liked the video because it made others knowledgeable and like the insight what a perfect person really goes through and stuff like that we don't know about. And because it's kind of like society like forces us to think that, oh, because she's pretty, or even me, for example, how I'm a cheerleader at school, people think like, oh, they come to me all the time like, oh, I want to be a cheerleader, I want to be pretty, I want to be skinny like you, but they don't know, you know, what I go through to look like that.
Well, good. All right, thank you. And what we'll do is every week